Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Bosch and welcome back. This week we are going to draw an Easter chick, and our Easter chick is going to be in a patterned eggshell. So when you're all done drawing, you can fill up your eggshell of your little chick with lots of springtime patterns or just patterns that you like and really make it look beautiful. So I'm going to start just today with a white piece of printer paper. I'm also going to start my drawing in a Sharpie so you can see it, but if I were you and I was working at home, I would start with a pencil. So our paper is going to go horizontally, not vertically, horizontally, just like this. So our very first step is we're going to draw our egg shape. So we're just going to start with a U shape, just like this. So we have our U shape. Once we have our U shape, we're going to create a zigzag line. This zigzag line is to make it look like our chick just hatched. So it broke that eggshell in order to hatch. So I have my zigzag line. Then we're going to come over here and we're just going to do the same thing to make it look like the top of the eggshell that fell off. And I'm going to do a U shape that's sideways. And I'm going to balance it out a little bit. And I'm going to create that same zigzag line again because it looks like this piece came off of this piece. Now that I have my egg, we're going to create our little chick's body. So we're just going to do an upside down U, but we want this one to be a little smaller. So I have my chick's body, and now I need to draw my chick's wings. So I'm going to do a line sticking out like that. They could be big wings or small wings. And then I'm going to kind of create almost a scalloped pattern right here to create the feathers of our little chick's wing. So I have my chick's body and his wings. If you notice in this example, I have a little bit of hair coming up right here as well as a bow. You could create that as well if you want it to be a girl chick. I want this chick that I'm drawing right now to be a boy chick. So I'm going to make that bow a bow tie, but I'm going to keep the little piece of hair sticking up. So I'm almost going to draw like a crown shape right there on top of my chick's head. And then I'm going to come right here and I'm going to draw that bow tie on my Easter chick because he's very fancy. I'm just going to do a circle and two sideways triangles to create my bow tie. So now I'm going to move on to my chick's eyes. So I'm going to draw two circles right next to each other. I'm going to fill a circle inside of them too to create the pupils. I like to do eyelashes on my chick. That's completely optional, but if you'd like, you can add them too. And I'm going to create a diamond shape for my chick's mouth because I want it to make it look like he's beeping, so his mouth is open. So I'm going to do a triangle on top of a triangle to create my diamond shape for our chick's mouth. Next, I'm going to create lines in my egg shell so that I can create different patterns in each line. So I'm going to draw my lines in my eggshell. I'm going to move over to this one as well. Then before I start all my patterns, I'm going to create my horizon line. My horizon line is going to be where the ground meets the sky. And I want it to make it look like grass. So for me, it's not going to be a straight line. I'm going to kind of do a jagged line. I'm going to start that right here. Bring it across. It's in the background. So that creates my horizon line, which is where my ground meets my sky. Then for my patterns, I'm going to use a tiny ultrafine Sharpie. It's just going to make smaller lines. You can skip this step if you want to do it in pencil and then color it in colored pencil or whatever you're coloring with today. That would look really nice as well. So my very first one, I'm going to keep it easy, and I'm just going to make this my circle pattern. So I'm going to do a line of circles. And mine are going from big to small. I'm sorry, from small to big. So I have my first pattern of circles. Then I want to have a zigzag one. So I'm going to do my zigzag line again. To create my zigzag pattern. Maybe I want to make something very spring and Eastery, so maybe I'm going to have a cross pattern. Because Easter is coming. And this is our Easter chick. So I have a cross pattern. Maybe I want a swirly pattern. And maybe I just want a simple striped pattern. And then I'm going to come the same over here and I'm going to create all my patterns. Alright, now that you've finished drawing all of your patterns, I used colored pencils to color mine, but you could use whatever you have at home to color your beautiful drawing. So if I was to use colored pencils, I think it's important to color neatly and completely. So this is not done coloring your chick. You really need to fill that chick up. So I'll show you how I would finish coloring my chick's body. So I know that I'm all done coloring my chick's body because I can't see any white of the paper. So that's how I know I did it neatly and completely. So I would like you to make sure you're coloring neatly and completely. You can get really colorful with your eggshells, and if you wanted to make your background a little more detailed than mine, you could really make it look really nice. Thank you guys so much for drawing with me. I can't wait to see all of your finished little chicks, and I hope you all have a happy Easter.